somehow. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow. I'm immortal, I will guide you through the silent feeling move through. Living is a thread that we sew. Came back from the void, found it like a diving, every word deployed. Break the change residing, falling through the veil, waking up the silence. We are meant to heal a universe of guidance, so I'm dreaming awake in a field of desire. I am here to break what the echoes require. Don't let it escape what your spirit can acquire. Love is the shape of the soul's empire. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow.
What's up? I'm Voxis. How y'all doing? I'm worried about you, Connie. How'd it taste?
I'm waiting for a night in the atmosphere. It's not far out. Come in where the water got feel. Something in the wind. Every second spins through my fingers like a wheel. So I push back. Do it going on, yeah. All of it looking me too and think this is the feeling. Show me, we cooking, we up to see what it's the middle. All of it looking me too and think
what's up? How y'all doing tonight?
Since you're running out of time, love my problem. Looks like I'm next in line, I'm ready to decide. Go by now, what's inside you? Choose somehow. Fine, I don't care. They are singing for uses by the day, making it hard when it should be easy. Nothing else can even say so. We'll say, yeah, we'll say. I'm gonna faster now. It's all a show. Don't take it how I wanna go with the way now. I'm going up, no falling down. 'Cause I'm away till my eyes turn red. I'm alive until I'm dead. Won't break out till I follow. Storms coming, but not before long. No, don't worry, I'll be fine. Counting your losses. Looks like I'm next in line. I'm ready to decide. Go by now, what's inside you? Choose somehow. Right out of here, chasing me to try to find the other way. Filling up the chorus at the echo be there. Melody I'll rewrite today. Wait a sec, yeah, wait a sec. I'm gonna faster now. It's all a show. Don't take it how I wanna go with the way now. I'm going up, no falling down. 'Cause I'm away till my eyes turn red. I'm alive until I'm dead. Won't break me out till I follow. The storm's coming, but not before long.
Yeah, I definitely can stay on afterwards. For sure, yeah. If y'all are here, I want to chop it up for sure. Uh-oh, I got that one little down. What's it called? Thumbs down. Somebody in here hating. It's all good. We need the polarity. I appreciate New Jack Doors, Lonzo Turner. Appreciate y'all. Kenneth MC. Inputs and influences. My influences are Jimi Hendrix, Metallica, the Dungeon Family. I've been blessed enough for the Dungeon Family to kind of be my mentors in music growing up and coming up, really. My first record deal was with Big Boy of Outkast. I had a group with Ray Murray of the Dungeon Family. He's the one who founded Outkast and founded everybody in the Dungeon Family. You know, Goody Mob, Killer Mike was, I mean, in there, you know, Janelle Monáe, all them. Ray was kind of who they call Yoda. I had a group with him. And we toured Dungeon Family Reunion, all that. And then COVID hit, so we just kind of took a break from it all. But, you know, that's how it goes. So I'm doing Voxis now. But yeah, my biggest influence are Jimi Hendrix, Metallica, Nirvana, and the Dungeon Family. So this next one's called The Wait.
Running, they saying I see my
up, Caston, Alaska? What's up, boss? Park Osterwich, what's going on? I think you and Suicide Boys could really set something off. Yeah, man. Yeah, Memphis sound. I've always loved Memphis. All I listen to right now is just Young Dolph. I had a Key Glock period. I mean, he's Young Dolph's cousin, so I mean, they did a lot of collabs. But I've just been back on Dolph. But yeah, I love Memphis. I mean, that's honestly my favorite rap. I mean, Atlanta is obviously the most of just the best of everything to me in terms of rap music, but in terms of the flows and just like the cadences and everything they do in Memphis, it's just my favorite. Appreciate that, Adams Auto. Appreciate all y'all. This next one's called I Think I'm On My Own. All these are on my channel right now. This is just, I'm doing it in a different tuning. The tuning I'm doing it now is 432 hertz, which is like the frequency of the universe. I'm trying to connect y'all to something higher. And I'm going to re-record all these, get them mixed right and everything, because I mix the versions on my channel, and it's all right, but I'm going to get somebody that actually knows how to mix. Yes, sir. Yeah, all of them. I mean, Project Pat, 3-6, Dolph, Key Glock, I mean, Memphis. They got some bangers. All right.
Standing around not doing a single thing. What in the world will come of this will bring? My entire life has been waiting. While I sit in silence and I sing. What is even my thoughts? What is coming me? What else at this time? I've enjoyed it so it pays. I could want a number one star. I could be the number one star. Only thing is playing the part. None of what I do is depending on the king. It's impossible to hollow out your soul and make room for something else to serve. Something that is lesser in the sun. It's impossible to hollow out your soul and make room for something else to serve. Something that is lesser in the sun. I don't do lectures. I think on my own. 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 I'm on my own. About time and not a second late. Explain to me why you have so much hate. About time and not a second late. Explain to me why you have so much hate. Stand around not doing a single thing. What in the world will come of this will bring? My entire life has been waiting. While I sit in silence and I sing. What is even my thoughts? What has come of me? What else at this time? I've enjoyed it so it pays. I could want a number one star. I could be the number one star. Only thing is playing the part. None of what I do is depending on the game. It's impossible to hollow out your soul and make room for something else to serve. Something that is lesser in the sun. It's impossible to hollow out your soul and make room for something else to serve. Something that is lesser in the sun. I don't do lectures. I think on my own. 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 I'm on my own. About time and not a second late. Explain to me why you have so much hate. About time and not a second late. Explain to me why you have so much hate.
Anybody can really be a songwriter, though. All you got to do is just, analyze what makes a song great. It doesn't even have to be what's popular. It's just what makes it great to you, what makes it captivating. And, you write melodies with a purpose. All this music, I start with the drums first. If the drums are slapping, then I go on to the bass. Bass is usually the melody of the drums. You just kind of hit those, either the pockets of when the drum hits. And then a lot of these songs I've just been improvising guitar parts, live I improvise everything, but to write it, I'll just do a couple passes of improvising stuff and then just pick out what stands out to me because, songwriting is kind of a form of like channeling. I mean, Robin Williams said that when he was an actor. He was like, how he does all his impressions, everything, he's kind of channeling something. So all you gotta do is really just quiet your mind. And, people smoke, drink, do whatever. I mean, I did that for a long time, but now I'm on this kind of meditating tip to where you basically just see how long you can go without having a thought. And it kind of will just start clearing your head. And if you set an intention that you want to either get, a message from somewhere else or anything else, you'll get it. And it won't be your own thoughts. It won't be anything like that. So it's all just about channeling, finding that frequency that you're in. Thank y'all so much. This one's called The Bridge.
Build a bridge to win this rain. Truth will guide you through the pain. Shattered eyes can find the light. Every fall prepares to fly now. Oh, still, I'm not always there, but remember when it passes by. It's your path clear. You're on someone else's, that's why lives you start to fly away. Get back to a place where we know ourselves better than we try to fail. Trust people to do the same, cancels out the light. So breaking out, we'll find a way through. The message is always true. The light that was around you, look inside and see. Breaking out, we'll find a way through. The message is always true. The light that was around you, look inside and see.
Kenneth asked if I was Christian. Yeah, I am. But I feel like, if you're not, all religion really is just, instructions to become a better person. And a lot of religion can be created by man, and the doctrine is created by man, to where sometimes it can be manipulated to, use as a form of control or power. So, to know God is to know unconditional love and his power and everything, because I do believe, what's always been said in all the ancient texts. By the way, not trying to sell it, but there's a book at the end of the link in the comments that I wrote, and it's about all the ancient texts that all have the similarities of, just aspiring to be a better person. That's all religion really is, just to ascend. People sometimes call Bible basic instructions before leaving Earth. So it's, one of those things. But, if you're a different religion, I think it's dumb to fight over, if you have a different thought or different love or a different kind of thinking. Everybody is supposed to be different down here. But the best analogy for it, I think, is, we're all just fractals of God, and he wants to experience just every possibility there is. So, even Jesus says, the kingdom of God is within you. And he says, ye are all gods. And that, everybody can think their religion is the best. I mean, I believe in Christianity. I was raised that way, but if I was born in China, I probably would have been born, and raised a Buddhist. So it's all just kind of where your environment is. If I was born in India, probably would be a Hindu. I mean, but if you got to see just the similarities in all of it, it's all just to become a better person. So if that's what you take away from religion, then, you got the right thing.
I remember everything, life is too strange, I don't know what it could bring, I have no kind of way, know what I'm supposed to be, behind the screen, faking ain't a part of me, I know what it means, so what you gonna came to do is not my fault, I hope you know what you are doing to cause the fall, Lord stands on, Lord stands what you're here for. I don't need it anyway. What's the fear for? Rolling with the side of rage. What you're here for. So what you gonna came to do is not my fault. I hope you know what you are doing to cause the fall. Lord stands on. Lord stands on. Lord stands on. Lord stands on.
No, I don't have any merchandise for sale. I just kind of renamed all this because Voxis, the full name is Cael'Zahariel Voxis. Because I did this study and my name here, Neil Mark Gerard, is translated into that. So that's kind of like my angelic name. Everybody has an angelic name. I can look up any of y'all's if you want. But you basically just take your full name and your birthday and then put it into this Enochian translator thing. I need to get some merch. I got some logos and stuff. I mean, I feel kind of weird about branding all this because it is kind of more spiritual type stuff. The only thing I'm selling right now is the book at the top of the comments. It could be the most important book, you can read. I know everybody probably says that about their book, but it's about realizing that, if you do enough research with all the ancient texts of Sumeria, Kabbalah, all this kind of stuff, Bible, every single thing, you start cross-referencing and seeing just patterns, because patterns tell stories. And when they all start saying the same thing, you got to start to wonder, that those could kind of be the facts. But it's basically that we're eternal. All of us are. All of you guys are eternal. When you die, you just wake up and you're in another plane. This is just a physical body. You're down here just to kind of, create energy and manipulate energy. But you can look up Joe McMoneagle. He was one of the first remote viewers, which is a legit psychic. He was able to find missing people. He was able to do all this stuff just because he could quiet his brain enough to where he could set with the right intention where he wanted to go. There's a ton of people that can do it. A lot of it's fake, and I think a lot of that's to kind of create kind of a distrust, to think it's, some made up thing. Because, a lot of it can be fake, but you just kind of use your discernment and your best judgment of what you feel is real and what not. It's crazy, but the book right above, it's only, I think, $9. It could change your life because it's all just about reclaiming and realizing what you are as a soul. And, nobody ever really dies. Pharrell's always been saying it. That's what nerd stands for. Yeah, that's the early 2000s. T looked like a nightgown. It froze up again. Did mine freeze up? It's been cutting me off when I start talking about too wild of stuff. I got cut off like 3 times, so I don't know. I'll keep playing, but if I get disconnected, I'll come back on. This one's called The Storm.
When does the fight and it feels like an empty treat you with the violence, nothing to feel when you don't feel who is it? Brought up in the south, in my name say out your mouth, cause even from the out, I'm more than you can pronounce. Was future was announced, but it only took the past ones. Money isn't power, it's a fake way to the clout, cause make it make sense when the rest will see the vision. Don't do it, someone else will with the outcome. All just to follow them, one time in, forever wildin'. Storm is coming, I'm just the warning. When does the fight and it feels like the left to begin? I'll treat you with the violence, nothing to feel when you don't feel. Who is it? Who is it over on nothing and you will like it? This is temporary, but I show up to describe it. Beneficiary isn't tell me how to hide it. Everyone is in it, only one way out is hiding. Make it make sense when the rest will see the vision. Don't do it, someone else will with the outcome. All just to follow them, one time in, forever wildin'. Storm is coming, I'm just the warning.
All y'all could play guitar like me too. All it is 100%. I used to teach it too. When you go to a guitar teacher, they're going to teach you really slowly so they don't teach you everything at once because they want you to keep coming back. But if you just learn scales, guitar scales, that's all it is. That's like do, re, mi. That's the major scale. That's all the happy stuff. There's a minor scale, which is just that. You put those notes in any single order and you can do what I'm doing. There's 5 scales that make up the entire neck. And whatever notes you're starting on the top string right here, if you memorize all these notes on the top string, so say I'm on the 3rd fret, which is the first dot, that's G. So if you play a minor scale right there, you're playing in G minor. So if you find any song out there that's in G minor, you can literally play any note in that scale and it'll sound good with the song. So all music is a scales. There's only 12 notes, and then after that it just starts over. So it's all just how you put it in order. That's when music becomes the art, because there's only so many notes and there's only so many scales that our ears think sound good. So then that's when you become expressive and make it sound different and make it sound based on, you know, your experience and everything like that.
Chasing it, hold up, fire, close your eyes. disappears. Put space in the racial fears. You hear this word, are we?
It's like that song was like kind of like early Chicago house music. I try to take genres from just all over the past and then try to put new things over them, because drums are obviously the oldest instrument, not by much, but it's the oldest instrument. So everything to me in a song starts with that. So if you ever want to make music, start with the drums. Once that's good, go into bass, then add the melody. And the melody is just going to hit those pockets of the drums, you know, in between it or on top of it. And then that'll kind of set the tone of what you want to talk about. But so many songwriters, you know, will start with lyrics and thinking that's got to paint the picture. Then they have this struggle of how to come up with music to create it. And then it ends up not being what they intended before. But just over my like experience of writing for so many artists, working with so many artists, seeing their perspective and their approach, you know, I've gotten to work with people like, I mean, Doja Family, obviously, Future, Nicki Minaj, Drake, you know, Chris Brown, Migos, and just seeing their approach to music and stuff. I mean, they're channeling stuff too. I mean, that's all it really is. Yeah, I mean, it's classic. That's what that song's based around. That's called The Only. It's out now already. These next two feature Cujo Goody of the Goody Mob, and just you know, as a solo artist. He's one of the greatest lyricists of all times because he can really balance like the really poetic aspect and still have that flow, that Atlanta flow. So these next two feature Cujo Goody.
I've been turned away, nothing left to say. In my hands the sex, let it dissipate.
Nothing left to say, we all actors in a play. The people chose the lesser of two evils yesterday. Drones in the sky, all they do is lie. Tell you that it's raining, but they really urinating on your head. Golden showers, can't afford to buy a vowel. Make you wanna clean your locker out, throw in the tower. In the tower where they babble confusion to the masses. Everybody fall in line or be labeled a savage. Cancel culture on the rise, you can't even speak your mind. Don't ask, don't tell, these the signs of the time. If the blind lead the blind, then they all fall in the ditch. The poor stay poor, but the rich keep on getting rich.
Not enough to just let it go. Feel it better when you face the fear. I won't disappear. I've been turned away, nothing left to say. In my hands the sex, let it dissipate. I've been turned away, nothing left to say. In my hands the sex, let it dissipate.
Wish my problems would melt away like butter on hot cakes. You can't feel what I feel, motherfucker. You can't relate. Leave a bad taste in your mouth like you eating sauerkraut. I would never in my life have dinner at the White House. Not the plantation, everybody rat racing. The finish line keep moving in while you dream chasing. The world going crazy like the moon go through phases. Against the machine, I guess I'll always be raging.
It's the fear, I won't disappear. I've been turned away, nothing left to say. In my hands the sex, let it dissipate. I've been turned away, nothing left to say.
Yeah, man, Chicago House is super dope. I mean, because they were really dancing to that stuff too. They weren't like, you know, too cool and just kind of standing around. It's kind of what clubs are kind of turned into now. It is what it is. I mean, it's, you know, nobody wants to be coming off as cringe or corny, so they don't really go to dance anymore. But yeah, you see those old videos. I think it's on that video, The Only. I got like a mashup of a lot of like Chicago house dancers and stuff dancing to it, and other old internet kind of memes from it. Yeah, Outkast is classic. I mean, you can still put on So Fresh, So Clean. That song came out in 2001, so that's what, 24 years. You can still put that on and still hits just as hard as when it came out. I mean, just like Bombs Over Baghdad. I mean, they got so many. People forget. I mean, their last album was 22 years ago, so it's crazy. Like the timeless of all that stuff. Same with Goody Mob. I mean, that's CeeLo Green, you know, Cujo Goody, Timo, Big Gip. I mean, they got some classics too. I mean, they had a song way back when called "They Don't Dance No Mo," and it was talking about just how people were dancing in the club. And that song still hits just as hard. I mean, as the day it came out. This one has a drill beat over it. It's also got Cujo over it. I don't know. This is the only song I know where he's rapping over a drill type song. So here it goes.
I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy. I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy.
Surrounded by the enemy, pretend to be a friend of me. Say he wanna do me like John F. Kennedy. Assassinate my character with the rifle or the Derringer. It is what it is, cool to welcome to America. Home of the pimps and hoes, land where anything goes. You can shoot it in your veins or shove it up your nose. Already in vibration, traveling at the speed of sound. I say the world is flat, you say the world is round. Now can we agree to disagree without killing each other? We brothers from a different mother with the same struggle.
I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy. I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy.
Energy separation, judgment on the nation. Resist the temptation. Get behind me, Satan. Something wicked this way coming. Got the funky drummer drumming, and the 808's thumping. Now the blood in your heart is pumping. Can't stop your body from jumping. Look at all them demons running. Stand still, ready, aim fire. Hitman, gun glove for hire. Heat it up just like a dryer. Stay down like 4 flat tires. Applying pressure like some pliers. Chewing on some barbed wire. Call it like an umpire. Pistol singing like a choir. All black is my attire. Amplifier. Increase the strength of the frequency. Magnifier. Now the whole world will see.
I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy. I'm already in vibration with the frequency. Energy is separation with the enemy.
So that's all about, obviously, frequency, but it goes a little deeper because you really got to live life as a conscious observer. And what that means is, like, if somebody's trying to make you mad, you got to kind of take yourself out of that situation and be like, you know, is this the inversion? Because the inversion is something in society or just in reality, that is always there to kind of, it can't create, it can only manipulate. And it's all about, it's not, humans have a thing with good and evil. That's kind of our way we kind of gauge things. But within true reality, there's just whether you're aligned or unaligned. And the inversion, which comes from a lot of different things, is out of alignment. So it's basically just, you know, not really focused on what it is that needs to be done, kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean, my book right up at the top explains a lot more. It's an ebook. It could change your life because it's years of research and what, like, the true nature of reality is. There are a lot of stuff, you know, the government officials have already admitted about aliens, all that kind of stuff, but it goes deeper than that. They know the hierarchy of aliens, which is, you know, Elon Musk said that famously in the interview, no, aliens don't exist from outer space because they're already here. You know, you got the entire Pacific Ocean. If y'all ever look at the globe, all of the land of where everybody lives is on one side of the globe. The other side is just water. So there's so many non-intelligent, you know, non-human intelligence that live over there underneath the water, all that kind of stuff. I know this stuff sounds crazy. I know what it sounds like. I know. I'm completely aware of how it sounds, everything like that, but do your research and you can start to see, you know, it for yourself. I'm just trying to open y'all's eyes to it. This one's called Without End. It kind of takes me back to, like, in middle school, I was, like, big into punk music, and just because it's pretty much like sped up pop music, but it was just really well written and coming from a more genuine place. But this one kind of gives you that kind of Weezer vibe, kind of that, you know, all those early 90s kind of groups. It's called Without End.
I try to find a way outside of all I know this ocean too. I hide the shine to block the light, and all I've shown is what you feel. Hold tight, don't fall away, try harder. I am living my side. Don't sleep, or the other side borrows what you read, makes another man hollow. I try to find a way outside, but all I know is ocean too. I hide the shine to block the light, and all I've shown is what you've heard. I try to find a way outside, but all I know is ocean too. I hide the shine to block the light, and all I've shown is what you've heard.
So remember, if there's anything you'll take from all this, the odds of you existing are 1 in 400 trillion. And there's even been some calculations of 1 in 400 quadrillion, which seems like a made-up number, but trillions should be enough to know that, you know, you're here for a reason. You got to kind of look more within if you're lost. But if you're lost, because I was lost for a long time, that just means, you know, you're clearing your own path. Most of the time, if people are already more ahead of you, you feel like in your life and everything, it's because they just followed somebody else's path. And not always, but I'm just saying, like, that's usually the case though. If you're, you know, not sure what to do and everything, it's because you're clearing and you're the first one doing what you're doing, because there's no one else like you ever in existence, never will be, you know. So that's why all these other non-human intelligence, all these other species are so fascinated with us, because there's nothing like humans, and a lot of them don't have souls like we do that live forever and choose to come down here and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know how it sounds. I know, you know, it sounds whatever, but the more you kind of research it, the more it kind of comes back to that. So this is my last one. We can talk. I can play some more after that if you want, but it's only these 13 songs that I'm promoting right now, just focused on. And yeah, this one's called Call to Arms.
Time all alone. It's time to go to clear my road. I want to laugh and do stop the show. Ride around in circles, I don't care who knows about it. Never on my own, we all want to talk about it. Say it to my face, I don't gossip among the loudest. Lyrics are a waste, replace the running topic now then. around myself. But I'm here now and I'm going on the shelf. Recognize what you consider your will. Don't make me decide what is good or hell. Time all alone. It's time to go to clear my throat. I won't allow it to stop the show. All I'm yearning for, the action, no, it's the nail, it's no time all alone. Go to clear my throat. I won't allow it to stop the show.
Thank you guys so much. So what about y'all? Do y'all make music? Do y'all create anything? Create any art? You don't even got to create art. I mean, what do y'all do? Sports? Anybody doing fantasy football this year? What's y'all's favorite video game? I've been playing with that Delta Force. It's all right. It's not a kind of more frustrating. They try to make it like realistic and whatnot, but I don't know. It's still a video game. I've been on Marvel Rivals too. I was streaming that for a while, but people got so good at Marvel Rivals. It's like it's so sweaty now, but it's still fun. What else? I don't know. I was seeing, and it's kind of true, like, there hadn't really been that big of a hit in music this year. It's been kind of a quiet year. Like, all the songs they were saying on Billboard were old songs to where there hadn't really been any new stuff. And, I mean, it's, for me, I mean, I've had 2 record deals in the past. Labels don't really know what they're doing. They just go with what's popular, but by the time they put out something that's close to that, of what was popular first, you know, you can't really recreate that viral moment. So they gatekeep to have the control over it. But record labels, if your dream is to get signed by a record label, it's kind of more of a nightmare because they give you all this money, you got to pay it all back, and they own everything you do. So it's kind of crazy to like think that that's like what all these artists are aspiring to. So with this project, for sure, I'm gonna, like, I intentionally got a day job to fund it all because I want to own it all and kind of mainly focus on just being like a live streamer like this, so I can talk in between songs and, like, you know, talk to the chat and all that kind of stuff. I'll probably do live shows eventually maybe, but when you play live, like, it's the traveling, all that kind of stuff's so ridiculous and so stressful that by the time you get to the show, you know, it's kind of obnoxious. So touring, I mean, it's so much easier just to kind of do shows like this. The last one was called Coded Harmonic, a call to arms. I just put out like a audio of it tuned to what I'm tuning to right now, but all this stuff's tuned to 432. It's that's like the frequency of the universe, the frequency of the Schumann resonance, all that kind of stuff. So if you look at cymatics, it's like these people that put sand on these plates and they'll turn different frequencies to the metal plate, and you'll see the sand just instantly create these designs. And that's kind of proof that, you know, all the frequencies that are in our head with Wi-Fi, everything else kind of affect us as much as our diet does, as much as everything else. So, you know, who knows what cell phones are doing? I mean, they haven't been out long enough to really know. They could be like cigarettes and slowly killing us all, but there's no way to escape them. But yeah, look up cymatics. It's crazy. It's like, you can put, I don't know what kind of, like, it's like this vibrating table, and they'll put a different frequency on it, and it makes all these crazy designs when they put sand on it. That's what's up. Working at night. I used to work at night, boy, back in the day. It was chill. I would go on tours, and then that artist I would be playing for wouldn't have a tour for 6 months to a year. So I'd be like, what am I supposed to do? So I'd get like a forklift job, and I'd work from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. It was chill, but it was hard work. It got kind of I don't know. You'd be so tired and you're driving like some 3,000-pound machine. People crash all the time. I actually got fired because I crashed, and they wanted me to, take a drug test, and I wasn't, it was just dumb, so I just quit. But yeah, it's funny. But let's see. I mean, that's all the songs I got right now. I've written hundreds of songs, if not thousands, over my life, but I've kind of compiled them all into this project. And I mean, I got tons that are coming out after this, but it's more for right now. Seen a documentary? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any documentaries on it. There's some dude that does it on Instagram of just different like cymatic, experiments and stuff. It's crazy. I mean, there's a scientist that just talked to water, and when he was like nice to it and said positive things, the water like, I guess, I don't know if it was like healthier or what it was, but it just like looked prettier. And that was like, it was like a Japanese scientist that did it. I mean, if you want to break down the etymology of language, I mean, words, what do you do with them? You spell them. I mean, a spell is what what they do to cast on people and stuff. So you got to kind of be mindful of the words you use, because it's also creating your reality. Work at a rock plant. That's cool. Is it like a foundry? Is that a rock plant? Like, you always see like action movies and stuff with the big rocks. That's dope though. I mean, like a rock like that. Yeah, but like I was saying about guitar, I mean, if anybody wants to learn, just look up guitar scales. Look up the minor scale and all the ones connected to it. It's Aeolian, Mixolydian, Phrygian, Dorian, and then Ionian, and then it just starts over. And there's ones in between it, but I mean, those are the ones that are all connected, and they're always connected in that same pattern. So if you start with the minor scale, you just start on whatever note is on the top string, and then everything else is connected as it is in any other scale. But you just have to learn those 5 patterns, and you can play anything I'm doing tonight. All I'm doing is just creating, different patterns and stuff with my hands. Tactic, like a really good practicing tip. So I always keep my first finger down. So you just have to move one finger, because when you lift it up, I'm kind of pulling off. So then you really just have to move your bottom 3 fingers. Like that. My first finger always stays down because it's just one less finger to move, less room for error. And you can hold down multiple strings. So I'm always just keeping my first finger down and just moving this, and you just kind of move it within the notes of the scale, come up with different patterns, come up with different, patterns, I guess is the only word you can really use, and just get creative with it. But that's literally how all music is made. Every single song, unless it's some free jazz where they're just not using any scale, fusion jazz, all that kind of stuff. Every rock song, every rap, every pop, jazz, basic jazz, classical, all that's within the confines of a scale. I mean, you can't really escape it. So learn those 5 scales, you can play any song on earth. That's my guitar lesson for you. And all you do is just start on the very top string, whatever fret you're on. Just memorize all the notes on this top fret or top string, and whatever fret you're starting on is the key you're playing in. That's it. What's the deepest bass chords you can play on that? I mean, I'm just tuned to standard, so it's just E. I mean, when I play that last song, it's in E flat. So, like the 12 dots, the fret that has 2 dots down here is just starting over. So it's the same note. It's just an octave, which is just like a higher pitch. And so if you want to do E flat, you just go, it's just the one right above the 12 notes. So I just play it right there on 11. I'm not really into like all the alternate tunings. You got like, Sonic Youth that has a different tuning for every song. I mean, it's hard enough staying in tune, just complete. But yeah, all these songs are just guitar, bass, and drums and vocals. That's it. There's nothing else to it. There's no keyboards, none of that. I mean, I do the drums, and then I do a distorted bass, and then I'll take that same bass stem and then take it down and make like a sub sound with it, so it matches up perfectly, and just make it really dubby. And then I just put guitar on it. But that's it. I mean, it's really simple. So I mean, I could be like a trio band if I wanted to. I was thinking about making this a whole band thing, but it's a big production. It's a lot to do. Kenneth MC, do you rap? Is that stand for Master of Ceremonies. But yeah, if y'all produce, I mean, that's the thing people are like mad about AI. When in a sense, like Suno and all that kind of stuff, and like what Timberland's doing, it is going to eventually, we're going to lose our humanity with AI just because we're relying on it for everything. And when you rely on AI for art, you know, there's no human touch to it, and there's no human connection or experience. But at the same time, all AI is doing is just plagiarizing, because they just feed it everything that's in the internet. So it just knows everything that's in the internet, and then, you know, gives you an interpretation based on your prompt. So AI can be used for, you know, if you give it the right prompt saying, don't tell me what I want to hear, you know, I think there's one called Lyra, Lyra. You can look it up, and it's like a good prompt to kind of use for AI, because it'll kind of keep it in check. But it's a really good just reference point. If you use prompts saying like, only give me the facts, all this kind of stuff, you know, you can find stuff that you'd be digging in libraries for hours trying to find. But I mean, it's got just text and everything. That's how I wrote the book right above, because you can access just like, you know, the most obscure knowledge on earth just by a click. So I mean, you really got all of human information that we know of in your hand. And you know, from my research, AI has kind of always been around. This is the first time it's digitally and it's in an interface, but you know, there's always been AI with other stuff just from the beginning of time. Because if you study time, everything's in a kind of a circle. It's not linear, and I still don't really understand what that means. But you know, just like everything's on a cycle, everything happens in a cyclical kind of thing. Just like years, we go around the sun every year, the moon comes around us, all that kind of stuff. It's you know, so is time as well. Time is just a unit of measurement. So it's just a ways to where we can show up at the same time pretty much, but it isn't really existing like that. It doesn't really exist like you think it is. I mean, there's only really now. But yeah. That's all I got for those songs. I mean, eventually I'm doing these 33 nights in a row, and then after that I'm gonna start adding more to it. But I just want to promote these songs right now. So if you like what you heard tonight, subscribe. And first 2-letter last name. That's cool. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow night. And yeah, I'm usually trying to always be on it at 10:30. So if you want to hear the whole set. But you can hear it all now on my channel now. Every song I played is already on my channel. It's all there. Took off the comments because I'm trying to make people more focused on the music and the imagery and all that kind of stuff. I mean, when I'm on social media, most of the time I just go to the comments and see people's reaction. But, you know, I'd rather those kind of things be here where I can talk back and respond to y'all. How's your voice? Yeah, you hear my voice. I got sick from my son. He's back in school, and he's been sick every single week, and I got a cold from it. But so yeah, it's been kind of rough. But so it's not from singing every night, it's just from getting sick from him. So I should be fine, better tomorrow. Start over. I didn't hear the first song. Which one did you hear? I can play I'll do The Void real quick. This one's kind of like my Smells Like Teen Spirit, my you know, what's some other ones? Purple Haze. It's like the first one I wrote for this whole project. It's called The Void.
From a drought, don't know where my mind was in another hour. What is really time? Cause we are waking up, floating to the conscious. We know what's above, it's everything around us. So I'm falling asleep in a sea full of fire. I ain't going deep before it's my time to expire. Don't be such a creep, it's pathetic to admire. Love isn't cheap or anything to hire. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow. It's in voice right now. So look inside yourself somehow. I'm immortal, I will guide you through the silent feeling moon. Living is a thread that weighs through. Came back from the void, found it like a diving. Every word deployed, break the chains residing. Falling through the veil, waking up in silence. We are meant to heal, a universe of guidance. So I'm dreaming awake in a field of desire. Higher in the break, what the echoes require. Don't let it escape what your spirit can acquire. Love is the shape of a soul's empire. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow. It's in front of us right now, so look inside yourself somehow.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna hop back on tomorrow. I'm starting to lose my voice though, for real. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Come hang out tomorrow. Have a great night.